right, for this little presentation, you're going to need to open up your assignment, which is the color theory follow along, and there's some questions in here that you should answer um, as you're listening and watching, and hopefully you get to follow along in class because we do a lot more fun things in class with color, some optical illusions and stuff. But for the sake of the assignment, just being able to know the vocabulary terms is something I really want you to walk away with. So when it comes to color, color and hue mean the same thing. If you want to sound super fancy, you can say hue instead of color. But one of the things to remember is that color is just reflected light. It's just all these wavelengths of light just bouncing off of each other, and we don't even realize it. So, color is just all about reflected light. So, I think that's the last question on the worksheet, so you can fill that in right now. And it's important for us to talk about some scientists and their discoveries about color. Isaac Newton didn't just kind of discover gravity. He helped us realize that colors should be planted on a color wheel. That way we could see color relationships and how like purple is kind of related to red and red is kind of related to orange and orange is related to yellow. Putting the colors on a wheel helps us see those color relationships. So that's what he discovered for us. Then we have, we had Bill Nye the Science Guy, but we're not going to talk about him. We have Goethe, and he helped us realize that colors actually have opposites that play in our eyes. So just like you have opposites in life of like good and bad and love and hate and tan and pale and big and small and stuff, we have color opposites as well. And that's what the color wheel helps us realize. It helps us realize what colors are opposite each other just by looking across the color wheel. So red and green are opposite colors, okay? Blue and orange are opposite colors. Yellow and purple, okay? Red, purple, and yellow, green are opposite colors. So they're super duper important. Now, I'm going to go through the optical illusions. If you can be together in class, I can explain why things like this happen where you look at the screen and like it looks like moving snakes. But just for the sake of getting through this assignment and you understanding your terms, I also explain this whole thing. Now let's get to our vocabulary. Okay, so primary colors are red, yellow, blue, and we use those to make all other colors. Secondary colors are orange, green, and violet. And then we have something called tertiary colors. I call them the grilled cheese sandwich colors because my family used to argue over what color was the cheese in a cheese sandwich. And I think my dad would say orange and my sister would say yellow or something. And they couldn't tell because actually it's not yellow or orange, it's both. A lot of times that cheese is actually yellow orange. And then there's like yellow green and blue green. There are all these in between colors that you take a primary color and a secondary color to make. You make blue and violet and you get blue violet. Right now, we have something called warm colors, and those are the colors that are associated with things like fire and sunlight and things that are just warm. That's why they're called warm colors. So from red to the oranges and to the yellow, those are our warm colors. Okay, and that should make sense to you. They're warm because they're associated with fire and sunlight. Okay, then we have cool colors, which go from the greens to the blues and the purple, because those are associated with things that are cool, like ice and water, nighttime. Nature can be very cool. Like think about if you ever get up in the morning and like, you walk on the grass or you touch like the bushes outside, like they have that cold dew on them. So those are cool colors because they're associated with things that are cold. Okay, complementary colors are colors that are opposite of each other on the color wheel. Okay, these are so important to us artists. We use them all the time, and that's just it. They are opposite. So again, purple is opposite to yellow. Okay, orange is opposite to blue. Red is complementary and opposite to green. Yellow green is complementary and opposite to red violet. Okay. So that's that. Notice also that complementary colors is always makes up a pair of one warm color and one cool color. So let's go back again to orange. Orange is a warm color. Its complementary color is a cool color. Red is a warm color and its complementary color is a cool color. Now this video is going to run out of time, so I'm going to make one more to finish off your vocabulary, and I'll see you in a second.